So the crisis rocking African Democratic Congress (ADC) continues to get worse or worse, if there's anything like that, worse day by day. ADC crisis deepens as state chairmen reject David Mark, Nafiu Bala factions announce interim leadership. We now have three factions of ADC. Less than 10 months to 2027 presidential election. So ADC has been rocked with a lot of crisis. This is a new faction loyal to ex-presidential candidate Kachiku. So the State Chairmen Forum of the African Democratic Congress, they rejected the party's factions. The faction of David Mark, faction of Nafiu Bala. Speaking on behalf of the forum at a press conference on Tuesday in Abuja, Don Obinna, chairman of the ADC in Abia, said David Mark and Bala, the ones we now feel that are the leaders, which INEC, removed their name, decided not to, recognize them. He is now saying that they are not the recognized one, that they hijacked the party from bonafide members. So they are parading themselves now as bonafide members. I think what P2B and the like should do is to just go to a new party. P2B did that. He left PDP earlier enough, went to Labour Party, and all of a sudden, within few months, Labour Party got a huge structure. P2B cannot win presidential election in ADC, and seeing Atiku in this ADC is nearly impossible for P2B to win the presidential ticket, right? So he should just move out and allow ADC in their crisis. APC hoodlums have hijacked the party. These guys are appearing here and there. They have all been paid, so there's nothing anybody will tell me. So I will allow you to watch his video and maybe laugh
and commend them on their bravery in finally doing what is right. Here are the facts of the matter for proper understanding. Number one, the tenure of our former national chairman Ralph Mosu as chairman of the African Democratic Congress ended in August of 2022. Two, Mosu's refusal to step down as chairman led to a series of litigations with Justice Nyako Binta, ruling in December of 2022 that Mosu's tenure had indeed expired and that any action taken by him and his National Working Committee after the expedition were null and void. 3. One of the illegal actions taken by Mosu was a convening of a mini convention in Zaria in Kaduna State in October of 2022, where he reappointed himself and the likes of Nafiu Gombe as the National Working Committee of the party. But INEC firmly rejected that convention. Therefore, this matter subsequently went all the way to the Supreme Court when the group now known and referred to as the David Mark-led coalition transacted with Ralph Mosu. Number 5. Prior to this unholy transaction, INEC received several communications from the neck of the party from August of 2022, but curiously, they refused to act even on valid court orders. The suspension and, in some cases, the expulsion of state chairmen of the party who opposed his bid to continue as chairman of the party. INEC eventually initiated all, an alternative dispute resolution mechanism to resolve the issues within the ADC. That's not all. The key outcome of the ADR, which was signed by both parties, was that the ADC would immediately go into a convention to produce a new leadership. 8. This has not been done almost 2 years after, but instead of attempted to illegally transfer, but instead they attempted to illegally transfer leadership of the party to people who were not members of the African Democratic Congress. 9. David Mark-led leadership put in place measures to remove all the state chairmen of the party for the simple reason that they did not fit the mold of chairmen who represent the elite. Now 10, we have 5 court cases challenging the legality of their action prior to INEC's recent position. 11, and in the absence of the National Working Committee since August 2022, the NEC did a constitutional valid and subsisting organ of the party remains the only authority to speak on behalf of the ADC. Arising from an emergency meeting held today, the 7th of April 2026, the INEC therefore resolved and states as follows: we dissociate the ADC from David Mark, Raphael Lebeshala, Bolaji and Professor Sumbo, and all members of the so-called coalition who attempted to hijack our party, and state that all actions taken by them in the name of the ADC are not binding on the ADC. 2. We dissociate the ADC from the claims of Nafiu Gombe and firmly and unequivocally state that he has never held the position of Deputy Chairman of the ADC. 3. The ADC remains a party of and for all Nigerians, and not just for former political office holders and the elites. The ADC is also not for sale. 4. The people who have called themselves the coalition have no democratic relations and are only interested in the power grab, as evidenced by the way and manner in which they attempted to hijack our party and throw out the original members. 5. We have framed that our former presidential candidate, Mr. Kachuku, is a committed and bonafide member of the party, whose purported expulsion by the remark-led group was an act of desperate taking too far. Now, since we put on notice all embassies and high commissions in Nigeria that the remark-led coalition are not members of the ADC and don't speak for the African Democratic Congress. 7. In the following members of the ADC have been appointed to manage the day-to-day affairs of the party, pending the election of a new national working committee in our soon-to-be conducted convention. We wish them success and urge INEC